Hey, hello there folks, it's me RJB from RJB TV, and I return yet again with a new layout. Because I got bored of the previous one and I actually spent more time on this than I wanted to, and I've tried all sorts of things, but this is kind of what I ended up with. I wanted to have some racial inclusivity with Terran, Zerg, and Protoss all represented on the screen to be inclusive and to represent whatever happens on the channel accurately, because we see Terran, Zerg, and Protoss all joining forces to beat each other up for our entertainment. But the match itself that we are looking forward to today is Leebokgu against Rabbit, two sworn rivals. The introduction has been pretty long, but let's get right into the battle. These two players have a very long-standing rivalry going back half a decade or so, or I'm not sure, that's just what I believe to be, but a decade or so ago, these two, well, I mean half a decade ago, these two players started beating each other up. Rabbit on the Terran here. I also got something new for this. To introduce them, let me show this. Rabbit here on the Terran. I also spent too much time on this. More time than I should have. And then we have Leebokgu here on the name of Leebokgu playing the Protoss. Again, I spent more time on this than I should have, but I do kind of like the result. It's a little bit more interesting to look at than whatever else I used to have. So yeah, Protoss against Terran, Rabbit against Leebokgu. Spawning locations in favor of both players. Rabbit has a good spot here, right next to Leebokgu. You can maybe use the hillside here in between the two bases to maybe push and encroach his tank line onto these probes. But likewise, Leebokgu being right next to Rabbit gives Leebokgu a very easy access with attacking. There's a very small little bit of distance between these two bases, and attacking as a Protoss against a Terran should become very easy. Specifically because Rabbit is going for a command center first, which already takes any rushing build orders off the table for Rabbit. And 8 barracks is actually pretty damn strong against a Protoss doing a Nexus first on a middle spawn and a Forge first before gateways. So no gateways to protect the choke. No gateways or zealots to protect the choke. So going for a barracks first would have actually been pretty damn good right here. But Rabbit loves to go for command center first. He absolutely loves to do it. No matter where he is on the map, he will likely go for command center first and try to micro or outsmart his opponent in the early game by just having a very and highly optimized playstyle. That's kind of what Rabbit does. Highly optimized and smart. He's got a good micro, but he's not known for his micro. He's got good macro, but he's not known for his macro in particular. For example, Leebokgu is known for macro. Micro and his multitasking, he's extremely efficient. Probably one of the most efficient players in terms of clicking and actions you will ever meet anywhere on Battle.net. He is like one of the most efficient players I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not overstating it. Like, he's almost on the efficiency levels of Brain, and Brain is the #1 player on fastest map and has been for years already. Leebokgu on Protoss is a force to be reckoned with. Likewise, Rabbit's brains, his smartness, his brawn puts him at a level that is quite challenging for Leebokgu to beat. Because Leebokgu is quite a stubborn player. So we have a stubborn player with very good mechanics, base mechanics, here in Leebokgu, against a very smart player, here in Rabbit, who's playing on the name Yangshigi Sonyun, which I'm not sure what it means. Scan once told me what it means, but I seem to have forgotten. Something about the boy or something, not quite sure. So yeah, Leebokgu finally finds Rabbit right next to him. He wasn't expecting him to be right next to him because he was expecting to get scouted really early on, but he didn't get scouted very early on. A Firebat there on the way, Firebat on the way, and no protection in the back. This is looking very bad for Leebokgu. This is already looking very bad for Leebokgu. He does have Dragoon range on the way and a Dragoon spawning very soon, but a Firebat will be out faster than that. He doesn't have Stim upgrade yet. He's going to wait in the corner for a little while longer. And that does open up the opportunity for Leebokgu to scout the Firebat. Or to maybe get a cannon in the back. But so far as of now, nothing has happened there yet to worry about. Very soon, we should be starting to worry, because there are some signs right here that worrying is soon to be on the table. And it's going to be a whole lot of worrying, because we have nothing in the back to protect. And there we go, Stim almost finished up, starts walking closer, probes are running, because oh boy, they are in danger. They are not chuckling, and they are in a lot of danger. The probes are clipping into the fire mats. Fire mats getting blocked, fire mats getting close to the probes, though. Probes already got a couple of kills. He got about 4 kills. So, not quite the home run he was hoping to hit. One more fire bat there, trying its luck. Taking 2 hits, 1 more to go. Getting blocked by the probes. And Leebokgu prevents disaster from happening with some good choices. But it does disrupt his gameplay. He did have to pull a lot of probes off the minerals to prevent losing everything. So even though Rabbit doesn't quite get the home run, he does do quite a little bit of disruption. Quite a little bit of disruption, and also forced Leebokgu to reveal the fact he was going for Dragoons, which now allows Rabbit to prepare for the Dragoons by building bunkers and getting marine range there, also getting siege and a siege tank. So Rabbit will be adequately prepared for this attack, although at the moment, Dragoon range against a bunker without range, he might be able to break through. Also, we don't have an SCV repairing the bunker in the front, but the Dragoons are not target firing specifically on the bunker. Rabbit is doing a pretty good job there, buying time by moving his Marines back and forth and waiting for siege mode to finish up. Marine range is finished up. Oh no, the siege tank gets taken down there. Good snipe there, and a big mistake from Rabbit. Leebokgu there paying attention better than Rabbit, and that's what I talked about. His multitasking is superb. His APM might not be the highest, I mean 270 is pretty damn high, but the efficiency of his APM is unheard of. It's unheard of. Literally, not exaggerating, it is literally unheard of. So do notice this one. Because Rabbit is right next to Leebokgu, Leebokgu is not really building a lot of structures here on the left side, because tanks can be placed on this hillside, which of course will kill everything that's being built on the left side. He's therefore gonna build as much as he can here on the right side, where tanks cannot hit his structures. His base has effectively grown smaller, but he's gonna try to use it as effectively as possible. Already going for stargates, triple stargate actually. Dragoon there on the high ground to disrupt. Not yet going for a drop. Not yet going for a drop. He is going for carriers very quickly, because when there are tanks on the high ground, the only way you can actually defend against tanks on the high ground is by either going for an all-in attack very early and killing the Terran, or by going for carriers. That is why we're already seeing 4 stargates, because Leebokgu is going to go from drops into carriers, or just straight into carriers without drops. 2 options. Straight into carriers, no drops, or drops into carriers. Drops into carriers slows down the carriers. So Leebokgu might just try to go carriers very, very, very quickly. Beacon there on the way, 5 stargates there in total, 2 more warping in. Triple gateway, getting more cannons around his probes to protect those probes, keeping his Dragoons there as well to protect them against tank drops. And Rabbit already starting with the tank push from the hill to kill everything here on the left side, and then to kill the probes. Carriers have to be on the way very soon. He has to hurry up, because now the clock is ticking, and is ticking in favor of Rabbit. Rabbit has 1 starport, triple factory, tanks there being put up onto the high ground next to his choke to make sure that that frontal attack I mentioned earlier is not going to happen. Because it is a possibility when you put all your tanks on the high ground here on the bottom corner and your Marines there as well, that the front is kind of easy to break. That's why he's putting the tank there on the high ground. A bunker there as well to make sure that everything that gets unloaded here doesn't immediately kill all the Marines, so he has something to fall back on, something to use for defense. Dragoons are doing a good job there at making sure the hill is not occupied by tanks. The carriers are already on the way, very fast carriers. Needs to get 1 more there. You're seeing a small frontal attack of Zealots being sacrificed for more supply space. Just looking if he can kill something, do something at least harm Rabbit a little bit. Tank drops there coming in. He's finding a pretty good spot to unload his tanks. Probes are unstacked and trying to run away. Gets a shot off, but misses the probes. He's too far away. Oh, he got the kill. He got 19. I cheered too early. I cheered too early. And so did Leebokgu by not pulling all of his probes off the minerals. And the cannons finished up just a little bit too late. So Rabbit there with impeccable timing finds the right window to hurt Leebokgu when it counts, right before Leebokgu gets his carriers out and operational. It's going to slow him down. It's going to hurt him and slow him down. He needs a lot more carriers in his base on the map very soon, but now everything gets delayed because his probe count might just be a little bit too low. He starts a proxy nexus there on the side to start building more gas, because carriers do eat up quite a bit of gas, and the 6 o'clock spawn location has some gas gathering problems. So triple nexus will soon be on 4 nexus, so his probe count will recover really fast. Rabbit here is building his own command center number 4, already on 4 factories, adding on 6 more, 5 starports. He's building really fast. I'm kind of impressed. His APM, as I said before, not the highest, but he's building really quick. He is also, much like Leebokgu, a very efficient player. With his clicks, nothing is wasted, doesn't spend time on things he doesn't have to spend time on. With his actions, just very efficient play as he moves out here into the middle of the map, ready to start the frontal push before the carriers become too great in number to push into. Because both players are now actually racing against the clock. The carriers keep on killing the tanks on the high ground. Oh, and the drop comes in as well. Starts hitting the SCVs, but not all of them go down. They get about 24 there though. Starts rolling right next to the SCVs yet again. SCVs running away, Scarabs cannot connect. Tanks and Marines are sieging up and attacking the Reavers. Reavers trying to kill whatever they can. Killing the tank. Reavers do go down. He killed about, I'd say, 30 SCVs in total. He had 84. Now down to 55. That was a good one. I almost missed it because I was too distracted with this here in the front. But that was actually a drop Leebokgu had to hit. He needed to hit that one. Because now Rabbit can no longer keep pushing forward here from the middle into Leebokgu's base. The choke is already dead and gone. He's building new cannons a little bit further away, deeper into his base, to make sure that he has something to fall back on. But that was a great drop that he had to hit. That was a great drop. Rabbit's push gets slowed down, which means we're now going to see a pretty exciting carrier against army battle. Terran, Marines, tanks, Goliaths, and Valkyries fighting against carriers. Probably the most iconic protoss against Terran seen to behold. He doesn't have a lot of gateways or a lot of stargates. He's got 6 stargates, but his carrier count is now pretty healthy. It's better than before. Now on 9 carriers, it should be enough to push into this. Although we have bunkers there protecting the Marines, interceptors will die pretty quick and easy. Do they have upgrades on interceptors though? That's a big question I've got on my mind. 1 armor, 1 shield, no attack. Armor and attack both on the way there though, and shield as well. More robotics being built there on the side. One thing he still needs is probably shield batteries, but this game so far is turning out to be quite exciting. Both players are playing very smart, but we haven't had a lot of fighting yet. Both players are mostly focused on playing this smart, and they're taking as few risks as possible. Or actually, they're not taking any risks at all, which is what I like as well. It might not be explosive, it might not be the flashy plays, but they're both playing smart. And smart, in my opinion, is many times more impressive than trying to do amazing micro tricks. Smart wins you more games than trying to show off. So this proxy base there is slowly coming up. He's building some of his technology there as well. A Tempest Archive. Isn't mining gas from his second base there yet. Might build some stargates there on the corner. We have a lot of carriers here up and flying about. This is about 12 of them. We've got another couple there on the side. Gonna push those tanks back into the middle. We've got about 20 turrets being built against the hillside to make sure that any interceptor getting even remotely close to this point here in the middle is gonna get taken down. Upgrades for Rabbit are on 1-2, so better upgrades at the moment. Or Rabbit there, got some courses there in the air as well. 2-2-1 upgrades finished up. carriers pretty strong and will soon be way stronger. Do we have Valkyries yet? Yes, we do. They're on the side. Of course, it's coming in to hunt down the Valkyries, but Valkyries do run away in time. Carriers can no longer chase deeper because there's too many turrets, too many Valkyries, they do turn around. And as I said before, he needs some shield batteries. Is he going to build shield batteries right here or anywhere? Because at some point, those carriers need to replenish their shields. Yeah, this is just a beautiful sight to behold. Look at all those turrets there on the middle. But Leebokgu is going to ignore that because he's right next to Rabbit. He's just going to go right for the attack, right into Rabbit's base, ignore the turrets, ignore the Valkyries, ignore everything on the middle, and go straight for the command center. Very smart play. Very smart play there from Leebokgu. Doesn't get distracted by not so very important things and just go straight for the kill shot. Right into the main base, right into the heart of Rabbit's base, right into the heart of Rabbit's game. And he's going for the command center. He's going to take everything down. And the Valkyrie's having trouble fighting against the Corsairs. Corsairs do lose the fight, but now Rabbit is supply blocked. He needs a lot more anti-air in his main base. The command center is going down. This game flipped around really quick. Leebokgu recognized his opportunity, his one chance, and just took it. He just went with it. Rabbit, though, at the same time, is pushing deeper into Leebokgu's base, which might become a problem if those carriers at some point go down. And I just heard a couple of them do go down. All the command centers are dead and gone there, though. All the command centers are dead and gone. We have Dark Templars on the way, gonna try to clear those tanks out. We got turrets being built there in the front as well to try and detect the Dark Templars, because Rabbit knows Dark Templars are gonna be on the menu. Carriers keep dying from those couple Valkyries that are on the side. Now going for the direct target attack, and they're on the carriers. Carriers are going down very quick. But who's gonna lose this fight? Looks like the Valkyries are on the losing side. Carriers win the exchange. Rabbit is running out of money as well. He's pushing deeper into the base, but he has to build a lot more turrets to keep on progressing. And a lot more Dark Templars are spawning at the same time as well. One of them they're gonna walk in, doesn't get hit, gets hit, dies. Those other two might do some splash damage onto the tanks. This one is taking damage just outside of detection range. Oh, Leebokgu with a very brilliant move. The carrier move, brilliant. Carriers are dying though. They are dying. Very slowly but surely. We have no new command center there yet for Rabbit. Rabbit now is sending in more Valkyries to take down the remaining carriers, but the carriers are still standing, still flying, still in the air. And they're killing the Valkyries. Rabbit is having some real trouble, some real issues killing those carriers. But he is making progress, although now we have Reavers being unloaded from shuttles and crawling to their deaths because they're stupid. He's building a proxy base there as well. The turrets got taken down. He's got no money. He's got no anti-air remaining. Rabbit calls GG. Quick note, all the armories got taken down. He couldn't even protect himself against the carriers anymore. He could not do it. Leebokgu just saw that Rabbit had too many units on the middle, and he decided just to ignore them. Because he could, because they were right next to each other. So really well played game there from Leebokgu, and really did not have a lot of structures. 3 gateways, 6 stargates, against how many factories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 6 starports. Rabbit had the vastly superior production capability. But Leebokgu just played it out a little bit smarter. Rabbit tried to play it very smart. I mean, this was very smart as well. But he just overcommitted just a little bit too much. Anyway, that was game number 1 between Rabbit and Leebokgu. Because I spent too much time on setting up this new look for each video, because I spent too much time on this, I'm going to keep it with 1 video because it's already kind of late. So part number 2 will be coming out sometime tomorrow, maybe on Monday, not quite sure, but it should be coming out sometime soon because I'll be casting it very soon. So see you soon, have a great day, leave a like, a comment, or a subscribe, or everything all at once. It's up to you. It helps give my video a little bit more exposure, because apparently that's how the YouTube algorithm works. Comments, likes, views, subscribes, all those kinds of things count as viewer engagement, and YouTube uses viewer engagement to make videos recommended, and recommended videos get more views. So if you could do that for me and help the channel get a little bit more exposure that way, I would highly appreciate it. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.